All the pieces of wood gathered near the fire, but the fuel was almost gone. Then the smallest piece of wood took the first step. It broke off some leaves from its head and threw them into the fire, making the fire burn brightly again. Seeing this, the red and white pieces of wood also broke off their branches. Even the old tree stump tore off a piece of its bark and threw it into the fire. Only the round piece of wood did nothing. It sat there comfortably. The small piece of wood tried to tear off the round piece of wood's bark, but it was punched in the face. Suddenly, a gust of cold wind came, and everyone shivered in the cold. Then the white piece of wood looked at the red piece of wood, and a wicked plan formed in its mind. It looked at the round piece of wood, and the round piece of wood immediately understood. The round piece of wood went to the red piece of wood and forcibly started breaking its branches. Seeing this, the old tree stump tried to cover the small piece of wood's eyes, but the small piece of wood, in anger, lunged at the round piece of wood with its little strength, but was pushed away. The old stump could not bear it anymore. It stood up trembling and tried to stop their cruelty, but the round piece of wood kicked it hard. It rolled several times and fell directly into the fire. The small piece of wood ran to push it away from the fire, but suddenly the fire flared up and the flames engulfed it too. Meanwhile, the round piece of wood and the white piece of wood finally broke off all the branches of the red piece of wood. But as the old stump began to burn, the small piece of wood looked angrily at the round piece of wood and vowed revenge. But the round piece of wood grabbed it and held it directly over the fire. Crying out in pain, the small piece of wood bit the round piece of wood's finger hard. The white piece of wood laughed loudly, but this made the round piece of wood even angrier. It broke off the white piece of wood's branches. Then it lifted it into the air and threw it at the red piece of wood. Then it threw both of them into the fire. The small piece of wood trembled with anger. Then the burnt bark of the old stump began to peel off. The little piece of wood's eyes filled with tears. He picked up the bark of the pine tree and quietly hid behind the round log. Then, gathering all his strength, he struck the round log with a powerful blow, and when the log fell into the fire, the little piece of wood sat down slowly and warmed himself. Even when the sun finally rose, the fire beside him had not yet gone out. Did he do the right thing? Tell me in the comments.